How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about another penny stock. It's one that's been going up a lot recently. I've been getting a lot of requests on it because a lot of people have been watching videos about it. And we're going to talk about Obseva. So I'm going to talk to you about the company, what the analysts are saying, what their cash position is, and what I'm doing with it. Because this one has a massive price target that could send the stock up a lot if it actually hits what analysts are saying. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, please hit subscribe. We are growing very quickly, and I'd love to have you in the family. Also, today, according to WeBull, is the last day that you can get 4 free stocks if you deposit $100, so definitely check that out. And if you want to know exactly what I'm buying and selling, you can see we just bought Sen's stock yesterday, and I'll actually put it up on the end screen too. It's up 42% today. Over the last 5 days, it's up a lot. We also have bought BNGO. We are up a lot on this one. We're closing in on 600% or 700%. I think we're right at 600% up on this one right now. We've gotten some other ones that have been going up a lot recently, so definitely check that out down below in the Patreon. You can check that link out and you'll grow you'll go into a Discord with 3,500 other members. They're always looking for the next best stock. So today, though, we are looking at Obseva. So the ticker is OBSV. If you look at their 5-day, it's just going up an insane amount over the last day. It's up about 87%. Now it's coming down a little bit, just over the last little bit. But what are analysts saying? Well, they have a $22.5 price target on this. There are only 3 analysts that are covering it, but they've put on this massive price target. And just looking at who's doing that right now, you can see they have 3 different analysts that are covering it: JP Morgan, Wedbush, and HC Wainwright. Those are the analyst firms. And you can see their average price targets. JP Morgan Chase does not have a price target, but the other 2 analysts have a $17 and a $28 price target, showing a massive upside. Now, this has changed a little bit because the stock has gone up so much so quickly. If we look at the 2 analysts here, you can see that Ram Selvaraju has a success rate that is 69%, but he is ranked 96 out of over 7,000 analysts on tip ranks. Then this other person is up, Liana is up, she's ranked 431st of over 7,000. So it's nice to see a couple analysts that are considered really good analysts that are putting very high price targets on this. Now, what do they do? Well, they're pursuing promising large indications for serious conditions that compromise women's reproductive health and beyond, with the potential to extend into other indications, including prostate cancer. Now, they have positive phase 2 data and favorable safety in support of a phase 2B dose ranging study for one of their drugs here. Now, if you just take a look at what they do, they have one drug or one product that has potential to relieve symptoms of heavy menstrual bleeding due to uterine fibroids and pain associated with endometriosis. They also have another drug that has potential to delay preterm birth, to improve newborn health and reduce medical costs, which is huge, and I'll hit on why that's so important here in a second. And then they also have another drug that has potential to improve live birth rates following IVF and embryo transfer. So why is this so important? Well, preterm birth is a major problem. So this is a $26 billion a year U.S. economic burden. That's just in the U.S. Obviously, we have very high costs here, but 1 in 10 babies are born preterm. I know a lot of people just in my daily life that were preterm. 1 million preterm related deaths in 2015. And you can see too that the average cost for a preterm infant is $50,000. So that's crazy expensive for a lot of people. So what's their cash position? Well, it's actually pretty good. So if you look here, they have about $51 million in cash. They have $56 million in total current assets, and their current liabilities aren't that high. So if you look, total current liabilities, $27 million. They have a current ratio of about 2, which I think is really good. And if you include their non-current liabilities, it's about $35 million. So they're not in a bad cash position. Now, this was as of last report. This was Q3, but we don't have the fourth quarter report yet. And you can see that they're actually burning through a lot of cash, about $23 million a quarter, which makes the current ratio seem a little less impressive just because they're burning through so much cash. So I would take this into account if you're considering buying into the stock. Now, what am I doing? Well, I am not actually buying the company. And I'm not doing that because I don't think that the technology could be great. I'm not doing that because I think that the company is going to do poorly or anything like that. I'm doing that because of the fact that I already have a lot of exposure to the penny stock market. And by that, I mean I have a lot of exposure for what I'm comfortable with. So I have BNGO, not technically a penny stock anymore, but still very risky. A lot of ups and downs on this one. I also have SENS. I've bought and sold a couple other penny stocks. Both of these ones are more long-term holds for me, but I am cautious about adding too many penny stocks. Even if they have great technology, I want to be cautious on limiting my downside with market caps that are under $1 billion. I want to add a little bit more safety to my portfolio. So this one is at a market cap just around 200 million. I don't want to add more risk to my portfolio. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that that this isn't a great company or anything like that. I'm just saying I want to mitigate my risk because right now everything is up and up and up. But one day we will see a correction, and I want to make sure that I have some protection and feel really good about the companies I am in and know a lot about the company. So a lot of the time with these penny stocks, it's harder to get information. There are less people covering it. So I want to hear your thoughts on this one. I want to give a shout out too to JT Wealth because I actually use their tip ranks because I don't have tip ranks, but she put up a video on this one yesterday. If you want to go see that one too, you can check it out. But shout out to JT Wealth. Also, I want to say, just ride the wave on BNGO. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I can't give financial advice, but I'm loving the wave. I'll tell you guys later today what I bought and sold this week. So I know I tell my Patreon members in real time what I'm buying and selling. I don't think we have lost money on anything but one stock that we bought this week, and I didn't sell the stock either. I actually added more when it dipped. So I think we've come out pretty well this week. If you want to know exactly what I'm buying and selling, though, you can check out the Patreon, like I said. If you guys want, you can get in on that. Also, check out WeBull if you want that. Be on the lookout for that video later today on everything that I bought and sold. And let me know, again, your thoughts on this stock and on SENS because I just did a video on SENS yesterday. If you want to see the video on SENS, I'll put it up here. Also, if you want to see another video on BNGO and kind of what I'm thinking about it now that it's up so much, I'll put it right down here. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.